Welcome back to chapter number 3 of network isolation with overlay networks. As you know that our lab objectives are very clear, we are going to start lab with this particular chapter. We are going to use first approach here. We are going to separate our network using separate overlay network. So let's start. Now here we are going to perform lab directly. So let's start with the step number 1. Before performing the lab for network isolation using separate overlay networks in Docker Swarm, make sure that your Swarm cluster is in running state. As always, I have my lab ready. I'm just using AWS environment to create my Ubuntu virtual machine. I am using 24.04 version of Ubuntu. Here I have one manager node and 2 worker nodes. My Docker Swarm cluster is also ready. And here if you look at this, I am in manager node 1. And if I am giving command docker node ls here, I am getting all 3 nodes ready. So I have one manager node and 2 worker nodes. All the environment is now ready. And my Docker Swarm cluster is working very well. If you don't know how to create, you can watch previous video and you can set up your own Docker Swarm cluster first. Then you can perform or you can start step number 2. Now here we are going to create 2 separate overlay networks. As you know that we have 2 applications, application A and application B, and we want isolation environment for each and every application. So we need to create separate overlay network. If you look at the command docker network create -d means which type of network you want to create. I want to create overlay. For overlay network, Swarm cluster is required. Here for network, for this particular overlay network, I am using 192.168.100.0/24 series. I am using the word attachable over here because if you are not going to use this, it will not allow you to attach container with this overlay network. Definitely it will allow you to attach services with the overlay network, but we will discuss about services in upcoming days. So right now we are going to create just separate the simple container and we want to attach our simple containers with this particular overlay network. So we are using this word attachable. And then we have a first network, we call it A_network. So this will be the name of my overlay network. So let's copy this command from here and let's paste it. Whenever you want to create any overlay network, you have to create this from the manager node. Now if I'm giving command docker network ls, you'll find out that I don't have any overlay network. This is the default one. Okay, so I'm going to create the first one. Done. Now I just need to change 2 things. First is the IP 200.0/24 and here I'm going to say B_network. Done. Now if I'm giving command docker network ls, you will find out that now we have 2 overlay network A and B. If I have 3 applications, I will create 3 overlay network because I want an isolated environment from them. Because we are going to run 2 applications, I just created 2 overlay networks. Now we are going for the step number 3. In this particular step, we are going to create containers. So deploy containers for application A. Here we are going to create 3 containers. A1, A2, A3. I want to run 1 container in each Docker host. So what I will do, I am going to copy this command and I am going to create container A into the manager node 1. Docker run it. It will be interactive container. Right now it will start in detach mode. The container name would be A1. I am using Ubuntu image and it is going to connect with the A_network. Okay, so let's press enter. Now container created. I can give command docker ps. Look at this, because I use D mode here, means in detachable mode. So container started in the background. Now going to the worker node 1. Here I am just going to change name A2. So done. And now going to the node 2 and giving name A3. So I have 3 nodes in my Docker Swarm cluster and 3 containers are running. A1 container is running in manager 1. A2 container is running in worker node 1 and A2 is running in worker node 2. Sorry, A3 is running in worker node 2. Look at this, right? This is my current scenario. Now, I want to create container for application B as well. So here I am going to use same strategy. Now let's copy this. Going to the manager node, and here I will run B1 container. Okay. So done. Now if you look at the current scenario, if I am giving command docker ps, A1 and B1, they are actually running in the container, in the manager node 1. A1 is connected with the A network and B1 is connected with B underscore network, right? Now let's run or create another container. Going to the worker node 1. Here I am going to paste same command, but I am going to change the name like B2. And same here we have as well. Here I just need to change the name from B1 to B3. And now everything is perfect. Now let's verify. In manager node, I have two containers, A1 and B1. Docker network, docker ps, A2, B2 are running in worker node 1. And A3, B3 are running into the worker node 3. Now, all of this means A connected with different overlay network and B1 is connected with a different overlay network, right? So we have complete idea. How I can find out? I can give command docker network inspect A underscore network. You will find out that with A underscore network we have A1. If you will give command B underscore network, you will find out that here we have B1 container connected. Right? B1 container connected. So now it is done. Now we want to check connectivity, right? So what we can do, I am going to connect with, let's give docker ps, I am going to connect with A1. Okay. So I am giving command docker attach A1. So now I am inside container A1. Okay. Now I want to verify IP. So if I am giving command if config, see this command is not working. The problem is here we are using Ubuntu image, and to make it very small in size, they have not included any network command. So I cannot use if config or ping command right now. So we don't need to worry about this because we want to use this to verify connectivity. If you will run this two command from the container, it will allow you to run all of the network related commands. So I am inside A1 and I am going to install this. Now, same thing will be applicable for all the containers. So what I am doing, going to the worker node 1. Here I am going to connect with docker attach B2. Now in B2, I am also going to add command. Why? Let me. This should not be provided here. Yes. Now same thing applicable for this. So going to docker attach A3 and don't use this. Let's use clear command and yeah. So now I just installed this IP tools. So right now I am in A1. Here it is A2 and here it is A3. Okay. Now let's check out the IP if config. Now if config command will work. Okay. The IP address of A1 is 100.2. As you know that when we created network for our A1, we use this 100.0 series. So A1 got 100.2. Very nice. Now A2 200. Sorry. A2 should get 100.0, right? 100 series. Here I am getting 200. Let's check it out. I think I am logged into the wrong container. Let's exit. Let's use Control P, Control Q. Docker ps docker attach A2, clear if config. Okay, if config command is not working, I just attach wrong container. Let's install this here into the A2 as well. And let's then check out what is the IP address that we are getting. Let's check out to the A3 if config. Yeah, here we got 100 series. So everything is good. I just made small mistake. Then I attach wrong container. So let's check it out here if config. Yes, I got 100.1. So now let me clarify. I have container A1 having IP 100.2. Container A2 100.4, container A3 100.6. Now I want to verify that are they going to communicate with each other or not. So going to the container A1, here I am going to ping 192.168.100.4. So yes, A1 is able to communicate with A2. Now let's check out ping 192.168.
Sorry guys, sorry to disturb you. I know you all are enjoying the session and suddenly it stopped. But if you want full video or if you want full Docker course having 130 plus videos including projects, you can become our community member. Enrollment link is in description. Moreover, we also provide 24/7 support, weekly lifetime live session with Bhavesh Atara, updates and completion certification as well. Still you have any queries regarding it, you can contact me on my personal number. Thank you.